All right, you're looking at a daily chart of the Nasdaq. Welcome to my daily review. You can see the Nasdaq is in a clear uptrend. I mean, lower left to upper right. That's a nice trend here with this little pullback that we had in February, early March. Recently, the Nasdaq's been a little overheated. Some would say extended or overbought or whatever you want to call it. It needs to come in a little bit, and on Friday it did. It pulled back 93 points, and the volume was very heavy. I know it was quad witching, but you're starting to see there's a couple of clusters here of above average volume here. Some people might call them distribution days. It's not a big deal. I mean, you got to expect profit taking when you have a run like this. So what I'm looking for is, where does the Nasdaq find support? Does it find it at this 10 AMA, or does it come down to the 21? I don't know. I never knew that 10,088 was going to be the low on October 13th. I wish I did, but I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just going to see where this thing bounces. It's 1.3% above its 10 EMA and 3.5% above its 21. So we'll just take it one day at a time. And hopefully this pink volume bar starts subsiding. We run out of sellers, just like we probably ran out of buyers here last week. That's a heck of a run. Anyway, we're not going to get greedy here. We're going to take things one day at a time. And there were more decliners than advancers today, but there were some really stellar stocks that were holding up the market. Apple was one. This just looks like an inside day, which is what it was. But the Nasdaq was down and Apple was doing okay, holding up. Meta again is another stock that was propping up the Nasdaq. Google is one that I have on my watch list, and I kind of like it here. It just pulled back to its 21 today, down a fraction. And we know about Tesla and NVDA. I'm going to get to those in a minute, but I want to take a look at the home builders, because the home builders had a lot of strength today after the startups. The new start housing starts, the number was off the hook today. And we have been underbuilding homes since the great financial crisis. So this could have a long run. They're starting to catch up now, and there's huge demand for homes. And the home builders are, if I go to the weekly, you can see they've had a nice run here. This is a Meritage, by the way. Nice cup, and with this little handle pattern, now it's taken off and consolidated again. It's got a buy point there around 130. Which is why I like it. It's not extended. You can get it at a proper buy point and a decent price. It did make a new high today, but yeah, it's been consolidating, and I like it. That's all that matters. I like it. Let me see. DR Horton is another one we have on our leader list, and it just keeps making new highs, grinding higher with these moving averages, and that's what you want. Just surfing the wave here on the 10. Just keep hanging 10. Pulte Homes, another one. Just riding, yeah, the moving average is higher. As you can see, the consolidation here. If you look at the weekly, I know this is a daily review, but on some of these, you just got to look at the weekly charts, because a lot of consolidation here. These things have been incubating for a long time, and now they're starting to move higher. So I think the move has I shouldn't say a long way to go. I think there's still more legs in this move, though. And this is Builders, First Source, and this is a supplier, and made a new high today. And it's just, it's getting supported. It's moving averages. I mean, it's just trending higher. We ride the trend till it bends at the end. And, that's what I do anyway. I want to take a look at some of the semiconductor stocks, because there's a big divergence in these things. It used to be, like shooting fish in a barrel. They're all going higher, but now, some of them really fell out of bed, and some are continuing higher. NVIDIA gave us this add-on buy point here last Monday, I believe it was, pulled back to its 10 at 390, and it's up, 50 points since that move. So that's a nice move, and that thing is definitely showing leadership. AMD, we talked about this trade here. Getting at 100, taking a third off of 110, taking another third off of 120, and letting the rest ride, as long as it doesn't go below the start making new lows below that 116.42. And that's not a hard low. You got to let them wiggle around a little bit. But, especially if you just, you've already taken profits twice. So let that trend run. It pulled back to its 21 EMA today. So Marvell is another one. Looks kind of like AMD, where it's pulling back to moving average. This one's doing a little better than AMD because it's pulling back just to its 10, forming this little wedge type pattern here. And I kind of like this this action here. Just the last few sessions, it doesn't look like it's just having some profit taking. See, on lower volume here, moved up on high volume, is coming down on lower volume. And it does not look like this one is what I was going to say. MBLY, which is Intel, had a secondary offering and just used it Mobley like an ATM here, MobileEye, I should say. And ever since that news, this thing is just sold off hard below its 50 and confirmed the move lower today with a 5% move lower. So yeah, all semiconductor stocks are not built the same. There's a bunch of other ones I could get to, but I'm not going to today. Maybe tomorrow I'll take a harder look at the semiconductors because I think they're still have room to run. The biotech stocks are driving me crazy, like usual. We're getting buyouts, we're getting drug approvals, but the XBI is going nowhere. So you got to buy individual stocks. This is IMGN. I've talked about this, ad nauseum. You see the high tide flag here, and then boom, going higher. If you look at the weekly, you can see the short stroke pattern from last month. It has a big 144% gain and gave nothing back. It advanced another couple, 1% or so. So that one traded at an all-time high today, was my point. Those patterns actually are working. The other one I wanted to look at was EXAS, Exact Sciences, which looks like one of those, NVIDIA, Tesla stocks, just ripping higher every day, just about. And, congrats to the longs. There's nothing to do with that, but just, ride it higher. And, every time it finds support at the 10, maybe you can add on. I don't know. I'm not in that stock, but that's, I wish I was. It had a clear, distinct consolidation pattern. We had it on our watch list. I was busy with other biotech stocks, but I do like biotech because they swing big and you can make good money in a short period of time. This is a TGTX. This one I thought it would get support at the 10, didn't. Thought it would get support at the 21, didn't. Thought it would get support at the 50, didn't. Now it's in no man's land or no person's land to be PC here between the 50 and the 200. And that thing could do anything right now. The shorts look like they have control of this stock. There's a gap here at 1580. Yeah, well, that wouldn't surprise me. A gap at 1924. Yeah, so you never know. Like I said, the shorts are definitely in control. They had a European approval and the thing went down, so I don't know what's going to move that stock. Maybe the CEO could come out with sales for the quarter and raise revenue guidance or something. But other than that, this thing looks like it's dead in the water. Dead money. We don't like dead money. VKTX is Viking. This one thought it would get support at the 10 or the 21. It didn't. Sliced its 50 and today closed just a tick above. So I'm still watching that one. Anyway, enough of the biotechs. I'm going to move on to the retail. ELF got an upgrade today. This one traded down to its 21, found support, made a new high today. So congrats to the longs there. A nice 3% move in ELF. Celsius, this one made a big move and it's kind of doing nothing. Just cruising along. It's moving averages, doing nothing right, doing nothing wrong. It's just kind of idling here. And while the Nasdaq pulls back, that's good. Sideways is good. We'll take that all day long. COCO is another beverage stock, pulled back to its 10 today and just riding its moving averages higher, not giving you much of a chance for an opportunity to get in. That's a real strong stock. And then Monster had this on our watch list, I believe. Yeah, it's consolidating here, pulling back to its moving averages, and those moving averages are converging there, as you can see. The 10 and the 21 are like within a percentage point. So anyway, I'm going to move on to the medical stocks because they got some love today. Lantheus, this one, you got to look at the weekly. This one had a real big move in 2022 while the Nasdaq was floundering, losing 37% of its value. This thing was just ramping higher, and then it made this little consolidation, right? And then it moved higher, and now it's stalled. but it hasn't done anything wrong. It sliced its 50 and now it recaptured it today. And that's what you want to see. You know, it's okay to slice the 50, let them wiggle a little bit, but they have to move back through. And that's what LNTH has done. Another one that I'm watching in this group is Shockwave. This one bounced off its 50 today. This one has a lot of rumors swirling around it about, you know, Johnson & Johnson's going to buy it or Boston Scientific. I don't know. I don't like to deal with the rumors or M&A or anything like that. But the chart pattern is solid and it's just holding right around that 300 level. So it's doing nothing wrong. TMDX, another stock that I like the action here. It sliced its 50 once again, kind of traded below it for a while, then rallied through it. And it's doing nothing wrong, just consolidating in a base, and it's got an early entry buy point here. If you're interested in that one, I would not wait till the $90 for sure. Okay, I'm just going to go through a couple stocks that I have on my watch list that I like. Fortinet, because it's following you know, Palo Alto's lead here. These are two strong stocks. Yeah, I know it's down 1.5% today, but still trading around that 74 level of a long consolidation period here for Fortinet. And I would think that that would make new highs relatively soon. Monday is another one, software stock that I like. And this one, you know, went real fast. You see it sliced its 50, then ran right through it. And when stocks have this right side of a base, it's not real symmetrical. It's just kind of like straight up. They need time to wiggle around here, you know, some profit taking. And but I still like the stock. I just keep watching it, and I'm sure it'll have a shakeout one of these days down to the 21 or something and give us a chance. So that's on our watch list as well. This one I put on the watch list. If I can get the ticker symbol right. Surgery Partners, United Healthcare talked about there's more people getting surgeries now. And this one's still set up in a base here. And I kind of like this stock. It's real quiet. You can see the consolidation here. Yeah, nice consolidation, buy point there. Trading above its 10 EMA, so it's a strong stock. Just give it some time. The other one I like here is TXG. 10X Genomics. Somebody said this is a Kathy Wood stock. I don't know. I don't follow that stuff. I just know that it's been consolidating and it pulled back to its 10 EMA today. So maybe a shakeout to the 21 before it moves higher. But yeah, I like that chart pattern as well. Datadog, I didn't cover this one yet. Definitely on our watch list. You got to look at the you know, these software stocks. It's long consolidation here, just a sell off and a consolidation pattern. So I would definitely get in early on this one. I wouldn't wait. On Datadog and AEHR is one. Yeah, this one again, you know, sliced its 50, ran right through it and had this real sharp move up. So it's going to need some time to kind of wiggle around here and around its and form a handle. Maybe around its 21 there, it'll pull back. So yeah, these aren't rocket ships. We're not going straight to the moon, especially with the indexes pulling back now, and we need that. And the last one I wanted to show is almighty Tesla had some good news today. China deliveries, and it's going to be the standard supercharger. Elon's in India blowing smoke. So this one's up after hours, another, you know, $4. Yeah, we had this one at what, 190 or something, or 190, right below 200, then again at 207, but now it's really extended. So congrats to the longs. But if you look at the weekly, I mean, this thing has, or even the monthly, this thing has the ability to make huge moves. So this move may just be getting started for Tesla. You can see this consolidation here in the stage one base just moved out. It's been up 4 weeks in a row. This will be the 5th week. So definitely a leading stock along with NVIDIA. And anyway, we never give up.